Be the Match has facilitated over 80,000 marrow and cord blood transplants. It successfully finds matches for those in need through its donor registry. About 1 in 430 members will be matched with a recipient. The more members they have, the more likely people with blood cancers or diseases can get the treatment they need. A local business, the Bulfinch Group, decided to hold a bone marrow registry drive on February 14th to encourage people to join the effort.
Every day, patients are diagnosed with blood diseases, cancers such as leukemias and lymphomas that all can be cured through a transplant. So by joining the Be the Match registry, you are potentially giving hope to these patients with these diseases.
A few months ago, one of my colleagues, Lee Adelson, called me and has a friend going through a blood disorder. And I believe he also has another friend with another challenge with respect to the blood cancer, and said to me, "Caroline, what do you think about running a bone marrow drive?" And I said, "Sounds like a great idea to me, but let me just make sure that the owners of the organization, the Bulfinch Group, feel comfortable with that." So I went in and met with the owners, the 3 of them, and they all thought it was a great idea.
Most patients do not have a match in their family, so they rely on the Be the Match registry. So by signing up, you'd be filling out some paperwork and completing a cheek swab. The cheek swab contains your DNA, and that's how you're matched up to a patient. One day, if you got the call, we hope that everybody is willing to take that call and willing to go forward and donate. You could be asked to donate stem cells or marrow. Stem cell is a non-surgical procedure where they would place a needle in your arm, the blood would come out and spin through a machine collecting your stem cells, which is a part of your blood. With that procedure, you'd be asked to do an injectable medication called filgrastim for 5 days prior to your donation date. The other way you could be asked to donate would be through a marrow procedure. And marrow is a surgical procedure where they would put you to sleep and they would go into your lower back with 2 hollow needles and extract the marrow. You would go home the same day. It does take a couple of days to recover and feel like yourself again. They want you to refrain from any heavy lifting and vigorous activity until you feel like you've completely healed.
My goal for this particular drive is that we have X amount of people that are now on the registry. And it doesn't matter if it's 1 or 20 or 100. If we have at least one name that has been added to the bone marrow directory, and the potential for this one person to get the phone call and make a difference and save a life is worth it.
To join the Be the Match registry, you must be between the ages of 18 and 44, willing to donate to any patient in need, and generally healthy, meeting the health guidelines. Those health guidelines can be found on bethematch.org, and there's a list of different diseases that can defer you from joining the registry. There are 2 ways you could join. You could come to a live event in your area. By going onto the Be the Match website, you can plug in your zip code and find a drive in your area. Or you could join online at the Be the Match website, which is bethematch.org, and you can fill the consent out online and a cheek swab will be mailed to your home.